Welcome to HBD Sports. It's Money, it's Clyde, it's Tuesday, baby. We're going to talk some wrestling. You ready, brother?
Yeah, let's get it in, man. Let's get it
Get it in. Where's the energy, brother?
in. Get it in.
No, I didn't say sing. I said bring the energy, brother. How you doing today?
Pretty good, man. Looking forward to a little wrestling talk.
Little wrestle talk. A little bit of
Little
wrestling.
wrestling.
Yeah, a lot to get into today. Last night was Raw. We're going to touch on that a little bit. Got Tommaso Ciampa issued an update on his surgery. We've got a little bit of news about the WWE Hall of Fame. We're kind of going to list a couple of our top heels of all time here to wrap the show up today. We're going to play a little bit of random wrestling knowledge with Clyde. Batista had a couple of thoughts for Clyde also. We're going to share those with you. Yeah, lots to get into. But before we do, brother, why don't you be so kind as to share with our audience what's going to happen if this show here is lucky enough to hit 1,000 subscribers?
Well, when that happens, Dave here is going to get him a nice little Elvis suit and wear him out with a guitar, or maybe it'll be somebody else. Who knows?
Never know what's going to happen, brother.
But that's what's supposed to happen.
Somebody's lurking. I'm going to get me a time machine. I'm going to get like a 1987 version of Arnold Schwarzenegger to hit you with the guitar.
Get that 1987 guitar too, man.
Yeah, it'll be fun, man.
Big hunk of wood.
So yeah, we'll start off with this today. This is some good news, brother. I know you like to hop straight into the good news. Hall of Fame news. Have you heard about the Harlem Heat going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I've seen that when it broke yesterday, man. Kudos to those guys. One of the hardest hitting tag teams ever, and it's going to make old Booker T a two-time Hall of Famer. So
that's right. How many time tag team champions was they?
I want to say they were 9 or 10 time. I want to say maybe 10 time WCW champions.
Yeah, definitely. Booker T and Stevie Ray. I mean, really like an overdue announcement in my opinion. These guys, I mean, just part of my childhood, you know what I mean? I think they've been wrestling in WCW since the early 90s, like 93, 94, you know, so that's like the majority of our teenage years there. We grew up watching these guys, and it's good to see them, being honored like this.
Yeah, anybody want to see some good solid wrestling, go to YouTube and type in Harlem Heat versus the Steiner Brothers, and you're gonna get some solid, good wrestling right there.
Yeah, there was actually 10-time tag team champions in WCW.
Yeah, I knew it was either 9 or 10. And Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, whatever you want to call him, Sid Hootie, his real name, he's the one that got them guys their job in WCW.
I did not know that. You learn something new here every day with Clyde, brother. I'm glad to see.
Little side note.
You brought the briefcase. You brought the briefcase full of wrestling facts today. You left the purse at home. I appreciate that much, right there, brother. Off the top, you're starting off strong. I like it, brother. Coming out of the gate swinging today. Yeah. So congratulations to the Harlem Heat. That's awesome news, and I can't wait to see that induction speech, huh?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm a huge fan of Booker T. My favorite version of him was King Booker. I used to really get a laugh at all that, man. Good stuff.
Good stuff, brother. Good stuff. So, in other news here, did you hear that SmackDown Live is returning to Louisville, Kentucky?
Thank Lord, thank Jesus. Yeah, I'm glad they are, man, because I was going to go to the one in Lexington. They're also having Monday Night Raw in Lexington, Kentucky, but the Yum Center's right down the road for us, brother.
Yeah, we're definitely going to hit this one. I still may or may not hit the one in Lexington. I don't know. They're so close together, you know. It's just, you can't do it all, brother. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, we're lucky, man. I feel a little blessed. You know, we're getting the live show. Usually we get, house shows, but this will be nice. First time in 9 years for Raw.
Yeah, that's beautiful. According to the news here on SmackDown, the event will be in Louisville on Tuesday, May 7th. Tickets will be available to the general public on March 15th at 10 a.m. Prices start at $18. WWE stars Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, Charlotte Flair, and the Hardy Boys are slated to take part in the event.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. Really looking forward to it.
Going to be an awesome night, brother. We'll have to document that somehow there, man. Maybe, you don't know, man. Maybe even if we're not at 1,000 subscribers by then, I might give you a guitar shot like out front of the Yum Center on the way in, man, just to spice the night up a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
Got a little Tommaso Ciampa news today. Did you hear that he's on the road to recovery? Did you see that he tweeted out a picture of himself sitting on his couch holding the belt, and it says Goldie and I are on the hashtag WWE Fastlane to Recovery.
Yeah, I did see that, man, and well wishes for him. We'll see him get back, man. He was just getting going there.
Yeah, it's good to see that he's in good spirits, man. You know that's the thing I'm liking to see, and he's holding on to that belt. Looks like he's got it clenched pretty tight there, almost as if to say, like, I'm not giving this up. you know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're probably gonna have to strip him of it. Not sure what they're gonna do. I guess have a match at Takeover before WrestleMania, probably.
Yeah, that's what he was. That's what he was slated to do, I guess. And are you thinking that they're going to strip him of the title and it's going to be vacant? Is that what you think is going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to be out for an extended period, they're probably going to have to strip him of the title.
I can see that, brother. I can see that. But now we're going to transition into your favorite segment of the day, and it's our Undertaker news of the day. Are you ready to hear about Undertaker?
Yes.
Who doesn't want to hear about Undertaker, right?
Yeah, I can handle a little Undertaker news.
In a recent interview with International Business Times, Jim Ross said that the front office isn't happy with Undertaker. He says they're not happy in the front office, apparently.
Well, I tell you what, man, maybe they need to kiss his dead ass, man. Look at the work he's put in there. You know,
man, well said, brother.
Give the guy a break.
Yeah, recent reports suggested that McMahon was quite incensed about the Undertaker's commitment to the StarCast event in Las Vegas. He is keen to ensure that AEW has no chance to tempt Undertaker, and is said to be keen to bring him back to the WWE for WrestleMania, the pay-per-view event that created the Dead Man's Legacy, of course.
Yeah, they need to settle down on him, man. This dude's been a cornerstone of WWE. I always said about him, man, and I'm not really I like him. I'm not his biggest fan, but I always said when he goes in the Hall of Fame, that might be the time that they should have somebody have their own wing and go in by themselves.
I totally agree, brother.
That's how much I think he means to WWE and WWF back in the day.
Well said, dude. I mean, if anybody should have their own wing in the Hall of Fame, it would be Undertaker. And I'm not even his biggest fan either, but I have just such a respect for the work that he's put in over the years, though. And then, I would hate to see Vince, and you know how the wrestling business is, though, but I would just hate to see Vince getting petty over something like this. But according to WrestleVotes, it is almost certain that Undertaker will be at WrestleMania, but there is no indication whether he will compete in the ring or if it will just be an appearance as part of a different storyline or something, so...
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting topic to keep our eyes on. But a WrestleMania without Undertaker, that don't even sound right.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like peanut butter without jelly or cereal without milk or something, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
That's right, brother. So I guess we'll hop into this segment, and I know this is your favorite segment of the day. It's always an exciting segment, and it's our Random Wrestling Knowledge with Clyde. Are you ready to play, brother?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, audience, feel free to play along at home. We're going to ask Clyde 3 random questions. He had no time to prepare for these in advance, and sometimes he does good, sometimes he does bad, but this is a good way. This is like an indicator for how the rest of the show will go for the day right here. So let's roll this out here. It's going to be some easy ones today, brother. We're going to talk about some people that you know all about, okay? These are like your...
Which means you're going to talk about people I have no clue about.
All right, here we go. Here we go, brother. Dana Brooke is a professional wrestler. Name 2 other things that she does professionally. Name 2 other things that she has done as a profession. Dana Brooke.
I know she's a professional bodybuilder. I'm going to have to pass on the second one. I do know she's a bodybuilder.
You can't just pass on it, man. I mean...
let's see. She was a hairdresser.
Wow. So that's all you got to say? Professional bodybuilder and hairdresser?
I want to say she was a professional bodybuilder.
The hairdresser part you got wrong. But yes, she was a professional bodybuilder. Let's see right here. Dana Brooke is an American professional wrestler, bodybuilder, fitness competitor, and model. Signed to the WWE.
Good Lord. Well, at least I got half of it.
You got half the story, brother, and you knew half of it, and knowing is half the battle.
And that goes to show that I'm not cheating, because, I just get every one of them. I was Googling.
Who used to say knowing is half the battle? What was that on?
I want to say that was G.I. Joe.
It was on G.I. Joe, wasn't it?
American classic.
Are you ready for question number 2, brother?
Let's get it in. Let's put it in there.
All right. In 2015, this female superstar in 2015 placed second on the WWE competition WWE Tough Enough. In 2015.
Let's see, 2015. Mandy Rose.
Is that your final answer?
That's the final answer.
Mr. Producer Man, show me Mandy Rose. Good job, brother. Good job. Mandy Rose. How did you know that one?
It was kind of a guess and I kind of remember it. That was about 50-50 for me right there.
I will say, for just me pulling these questions out every day and you not really, having any advanced knowledge of what's coming at you or where it's coming from, man, you do a pretty good job with them. I'm pretty sure I would be like 0 for 25 or how many ever questions we've had at this point in our history.
Man, you probably do better than you're thinking.
Yeah, you would have to ask me questions like, who stars in Rocky 1?
Whose catchphrase was, ooh, yeah.
That's right. You give me questions like that, I'm going to get it, brother. All right, let's move on to question number 3. We could drag the game show out all day here. All right, and this is an easy one here, brother. It's an easy one. What is Becky Lynch's real name?
Rebecca Quinn.
Mr. Producer Man, show me Rebecca Quinn. Good job, brother. Good job. 2 for 3 today. How do you feel? How does that make you feel?
Feeling pretty good. I even got half of the Dana Brooke right.
Well, Creative has told me, and I've just gotten word from Creative here, that if you ever get 3 out of 3, that they're going to up the catering budget to $9 a week.
Oh, wow, man. We might go get some dollar hamburgers.
That's right. That's right. Baby steps, brother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, do you want to go ahead and talk a little bit about the show last night? Did you get a chance to watch Raw? And I guess as we're hopping into the show, I want to touch on this first. What do you think about this angle with Triple H and Batista and is it a no holds barred match now? Is that what they're heading towards?
Yeah. They made that pretty much finalized that last night. I'm digging it, man. I'm a fan of Batista more than Triple H, so I'll be pulling for Batista. I really like his. He almost seems a little psychotic now. I like it. I like the edge on Batista. But looking forward to the match, man. I don't know how great the in ring is going to be, but it'll be interesting to see where they go with this.
Yeah, I like that they're putting. And I hate to, I'm a fan of like technical wrestling also, but I kind of like that they're throwing a gimmick in here just because both these guys are past their primes, unfortunately. So I think it's kind of going to add a little bit of an element of excitement, hopefully. And I don't know if I've ever seen Triple H in a match that doesn't involve a sledgehammer anyway, so something might be wrong without that.
Yeah, he's always up to no good, man. I hope he loses. I'm pulling for Batista. Probably in the minority there, but that's cool with me.
Yeah, I'll be pulling for Batista this one too, brother. Absolutely. I've never seen someone so big and strong and menacing as Triple H that always needs a damn sledgehammer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what do you even need that for? Man?
Yeah, man. Like, good Lord. Like, like 10 years ago, he was out there doing push-up competitions and bench press competitions with Big Papa Pump. You don't need to be smashing people with sledgehammers, man. People should be wanting to fear those hands. You know what I mean, brother?
Yeah, exactly, man. So hopefully Batista pulls it out.
Yeah, well said, brother. Well said. So on Raw, what kicked the show off was the Shield came out and kind of, was that like a farewell speech? Is that basically what that was? What we was getting there?
People probably ain't gonna like this, but I hope so, man. I think they've overdone the Shield thing. I think it's time.
Dude, overdone it. They briefly reunited before, was it Ambrose's injury? That kind of derailed the first reunion. And then as Ambrose was getting ready to come back, then Roman stepped away. I mean, this reunion, though, has been kind of a couple years in the making. What do you mean? Is it maybe overplayed to you because it's taken so long to kind of finally put them back together and you're just kind of just done with it at this point?
It seems like every time I turn on wrestling anymore, one of those three got one of the belts, one of the main belts. They're always main event in WrestleMania. I just think it's a time to give some of the other guys a chance, man. It's these same three guys every week.
Breaking news: the Shield overrated? No.
I don't want to say they're overrated, man. I just think they need to do something different, man.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you, man. I think that eventually they need to do something different, but I think kind of for the time being, as long as they can keep the crowd hot behind them, and this is kind of what's best for business right now. So we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one right now, brother.
Sounds good to me. I can get behind that.
And I think that really, I mean, what are we going to do? We can we can write Vince a letter and see what he says. We can be like, hey, Vince, yo, we want to see Fandango and Tyler Breeze holding the the WWE Championship and the Intercontinental Championship, and here's what we would probably hear in return from Vince. No. Although I would really like to see Tyler Breeze and Fandango and doing something at some point.
Yeah, those guys, they deserve a fair chance.
So on with the show here, brother. On with the show. Let's carry on down the card here. What was the first match of the night on Raw? Did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm having a hard time remembering what the very first match.
Well, the first match was Seth Rollins versus Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a quick match, which, again, was bullshit, man. An athlete like Shelton Benjamin, I'd rather see him win the match. I'm just getting tired of this Shield shit, man.
I was surprised by Benjamin coming out, though, wasn't you?
Yeah, oh yeah, it was a nice surprise. Him and Brock Lesnar have a lot of history together. They were a tag team in OVW, and I believe they went to University of Minnesota together.
So are they going to build some kind of little duo or faction or something here eventually with Brock, or what do you think's going on here? Or is he just kind of coming to his friend's aid because Brock wasn't in the building as usual, and they kind of had to play up this angle a little bit?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I don't ever see Brock really being part of any kind of little cliques or anything like that.
No, he walks alone, brother.
Yeah, sure.
And then so Rollins beat Benjamin. I was kind of excited though just to see Benjamin come running out, just something a little different, But yeah, overall, I kind of, I'm not going to disagree I'm not going to agree rather with what you're saying about Rollins and the Shield and them being stale, but I do understand where you're coming from. But for now, this is kind of what they got to work with, and this is the story they've been building, brother. They kind of got to roll with it. They can't really just dismantle all this plans and this story they've been building for months right before WrestleMania and throw it out the window,
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you there. It's just I feel like that some of these other guys deserve a chance to be in the, at the top of the heat, man, and not always rotate the members of the Shield.
Yeah, well, there was no way they was going to let Shelton win that match, too, right? Just considering that Seth's, on the road to WrestleMania and his match against Brock, they're not going to do anything to make Seth look weak at all, show any kind of chink in his armor leading up to this match against Brock,
Yeah, I hear you on that, man. It's just like to see something different, but it was nice to see Shelton out there.
That's funny how you want to see something different on that, because that's not so much bugging me as much as this next angle is, and I don't know why this next angle is just getting under my skin so much. But then we had the Intercontinental Championship match against between Finn Balor and Bobby Lashley, and where Lashley actually took the belt back from Balor after another interruption by Lio Rush, and I just don't know why we can't see these men go at it in the ring. I guess they're building for a WrestleMania match with these two, like an uninterrupted one.
Yeah, it seems to be where they're headed with that, man.
Yeah, it's going to be an uninterrupted match for the Intercontinental Championship, Finn Balor and Bobby Lashley. That's my guess, like a Lio Rush banned from ringside or something. You heard it from Vince, something like that.
Yeah, they need to get him out of there, and I almost think Bobby's going to keep it this time, man. Maybe Finn's already told him he ain't going to stick around.
Yeah, well, Bobby said that last night, Corey Graves, he does a good job of talking him up. He said he was speaking with Bobby before the match, and that Bobby Lashley said that once he takes the title back from Finn, he's going to have it for a very long time. He said, they was talking about past August sometime.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Bobby Lashley's the real deal, man. He's legit. If they was out there fighting, he might beat everybody, including Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, maybe, man. The dude is an animal. You don't want to piss off Lashley.
But luckily it's not shoot fighting, because that kind of bores me. I'd rather watch my wrestling.
Oh yeah, I like my violence scripted, brother.
Yeah, that's right. Choreographed. That's how I like it, baby.
So after that, Ronda Rousey came out and addressed her actions from Fastlane, which was interrupted by Dana Brooke. And what did you think about that little segment?
I mean, I like the fire. I like the promo. I like that Dana got a little limelight, but you see what they did there. They just fed her to the monster, man. You know, Ronda Rousey made work over her in short order. So, you know, I guess it was interesting for a little short segment. But it's another situation where I think Dana Brooke, you know, I'm saying it again, deserves better. There's a lot of these wrestlers that really deserve better than what they're getting.
That was still more work than I'd seen Dana Brooke do in several episodes, unless I've missed something along the way. I hadn't even seen much of Dana Brooke lately.
Yeah, she looked a lot healthier. I know for a fact, because she said it, that she's changed her diet up and she's exercising different. So she looked really healthy, and the promo
are you implying
really
that?
good.
Wait, let me cut you the hell off right there just for a second, brother. Are you implying that Dana Brooke wasn't looking healthy in the past, or are you just like saying that she's changed some things up?
No, she's changed it up to have a lighter body so she can move better in the ring.
I noticed she wasn't quite as thick, but I thought she looked great before. You know, I just didn't think she needed to change anything. So it's kind of breaking news to me, at least. I didn't know that Dana Brooke had switched things up to kind of change her physique like that. Yeah,
she wants to be able to move a little quicker in the ring, basically. And that promo was probably the best one she's ever cut.
Lots of fire.
I don't really remember any of her other ones. That one stood out.
That's true, man. I don't really remember much she said throughout the course of her career, but that was a fiery promo, brother. And yeah, she was looking great. I just didn't know that she had wanted to transition her body like that. Awesome news, brother. Thanks for sharing. That's why we got you on the show, brother, right there. And so, do you want to move on to the next match?
Yeah.
Well, the next match was your favorite match of the night. It was let me try to think of his name.
Oh, God.
Who was the next match, brother? Who was the next match?
Must have been them Robes, man.
The Robes.
Robes versus Aleister Black and Ricochet. It was a revival. I want to say that was out there.
Yeah, they came out at the end of the match, didn't they?
Yeah, I want to say, yeah, you're right. They attacked them on the stage.
Right, yeah.
After the match was over. They
blend
all that in together every week, too, man. Same old teams.
Yeah, so what did you think about the outcome of the match, though?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it was smart the way they booked it.
I mean, you think that, are you tired of seeing Rude and Gable lose yet?
Oh man, I wish they would go somewhere. I wish they'd take them robes off and just quit with the robes, man. I'm tired of seeing the robes.
Man, I'm a fan of the robes, brother. I'm digging Rude and Gable, man. I don't quite know about the maybe they can give them a different persona, maybe a little bit, but keep the robes, but maybe give them a little more attitude, and I would dig it.
Yeah, we'll have to agree to disagree on the robes, man. What bothers me, like I was saying the other time, when I see these robes, I think of Ric Flair and Macho Man, not a tag team that can hardly ever win a match. It don't look right to me. Two people wearing them, I don't know, man. It's just me, but we'll agree to disagree on that.
Let's ask Vince what he thinks. He's sitting gorilla today anyway. Vince, should the robes be in wrestling? Yes or no? He doesn't agree with you, dude. He thinks the robes have their place here, brother. And, well, what Vince says goes, so.
Yeah, he is the final say.
That's right, brother. It's the head honcho. That's the head honcho, brother.
Oh, yeah. Carlito.
All right, so then after that, we had a little segment where the WrestleMania 35 host was announced, which I thought was really cool and a moment of bliss. And, of course, she announced herself as the host. And what did you think about that?
Oh, man. To me, personally, it saved the whole show. It's one of the most beautiful things I've seen. So glad it happened. Couldn't happen to a better wrestler. You know, she is my favorite female superstar. So I'm glad that she's going to be part of it. I'd like to see her do some heel tactics and put herself in one of them matches and go ahead and take the title from Asuka.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, throw herself in one at the end. Yeah, it was pretty cool how she came out and she ran down the list of people who had been the host before, like Kim Kardashian, The Rock, The New Day, and then she was like, "But this is going to be the grandest superstar of them all hosting it this year." And then the little video showed herself. I thought that was pretty funny, dude.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of her, man. She's my top of all time so far, and I've seen them all. I really like Alexa Bliss a lot. I think she's got literally all three things you need to be the stars that she is.
Yeah, beautiful news. Now, what I'm going to have to cut you off here for a moment because for this next segment, I'm going to have to ask you to silence your cell phone and shut your mouth. And please hold your applause until the end because Elias was on the next segment, baby. And what did you think about him? When No Way Jose came out, I'm not going to lie, I kind of thought, oh, here we go, Elias ready to get smashed again. But, man, he ran up the ramp and made short work of the whole crew, man. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm kind of running cold on him, man. He comes out anymore, I halfway fall asleep on him. But
oh, man. I wish they would
push
him a little more.
That No Way Jose or whatever, that's another one, man. It's just I almost want to kick my TV when he comes on. It's just I don't really dig that.
Wow, brother, I'm liking the emotion though. At least you're giving us some raw heat on how you feel about the show.
I just don't like
I'm digging Elias, man. I just wish that he would just get.
No, I mean Elias, okay. I'm running cold on him.
Well, you just said you fell asleep, damn it, when Elias came on right before that. So I mean, which one? Yeah, you're backtrack. Don't try to backtrack now, brother. I'm already in the car. I'm on my way over to your damn house, so we can talk about this.
You come on over, oh, Elias, man. I don't know about that day when Jose comes out. I want to really break my television.
Yeah, so you think the segment was like just to keep Elias treading water and to devalue Jose?
Yeah, we got to get him to WrestleMania so he can sing a song. He'll probably get maybe the Hall of Famers will come out. Do something to him.
Yeah, come around and beat his ass then. Yeah, I know. They're kind of turning him into a glorified jobber, but I really love Elias, man. There's something about some of these heels that the characters and the persona that Elias has. It would just kind of be cool to see them give him some kind of little push here at some point or do something with him.
Yeah, that Adam Rose. Yeah, that Jose reminds me of Adam Rose. It seems like the same gimmick, just a little slight tweak on it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, the Adam Rose thing. Yeah. Well said,
I couldn't stand that either, man. I almost kicked my TV off the wall a few times.
All right, well, we need to move along here, brother, because we're already at like 27, 26, 27, 28 minutes. I don't know, something like that. And we got a couple more matches to talk about. We got Natalya versus Nia Jax after that.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. There was some hard-hitting wrestling there, and a lot of history with them two families there, the Samoan dynasty and the Harts. I enjoyed that. I love to see Natalya, getting in the mix.
You like seeing Beth Phoenix out there too?
Oh yeah, I loved it, man. I'm really hoping we're gonna get a match.
I think we are, brother. It's gonna be Nia and Tamina against Beth Phoenix and Natalya at WrestleMania is what I'm guessing, huh?
Yeah, I really hope so, man. I like Beth Phoenix, and she looks like she's ready to go to me.
She does, man. She always looks phenomenal, and about her and Natalya, I know they're really good friends outside the ring, and maybe best friends I've heard. And then, man, they both remind me of each other so much. They got such bubbly personalities, and just seem like beautiful human beings, like beautiful people on the inside. And that's a nice thing to see sometimes on TV too,
Yeah, I'll be pulling for them, man. That could be a really good match there.
Yeah,
Hope it happens. I'm sure it will.
After that, Triple H called out Batista, which we've already touched on that a little bit, our thoughts on that, and that was a pretty cool little segment, though. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. I'm sure you can pull it up on YouTube or WWE.com. Pretty cool little segment there. And then Kurt Angle came out and addressed his future and squared off with Apollo Crews, and I guess they're kind of phasing him out of the ring, just like we was talking about yesterday's show before Raw, and it seems like it's going to happen, brother.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Father Time is came for Kurt, man. That was a cool match. I know Apollo Crews considers Kurt Angle like a hero, so he probably wanted to be in that match. I could see that for sure. And I see Kurt Angle wrestling. They said he's going to have a match at WrestleMania. I think it's going to be him and John Cena, man. I really see that happening.
And do you have anything? Have you read anything substantial or to confirm that, or are you just kind of speculating just from your years of knowledge, brother?
Yeah, it's just kind of a guess, man. Because I'm thinking, John Cena's first match was with Kurt Angle, and why not have Kurt Angle's last match with the guy he respects the most in wrestling, John Cena? And be a good way to end a career at WrestleMania.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would, brother. And I know we was touching on Batista a moment ago too. He actually had some thoughts for you that we was going to share here before we got off the air after we review these last couple of matches. But first, we're going to hop into this one. was it? Yeah, Roman came out to what was it? Roman came out and he got attacked by Drew McIntyre. Is that right?
Yeah, he put the boots to him, man, pretty good.
And so then Dean Ambrose had a match following that, a no holds barred match against Drew McIntyre. No updates, computer. Back off.
Yeah, old McIntyre went over on that, which I was glad to see.
Yeah, that was so. I mean, I guess they're still playing the Ambrose is on the way out the door thing, aren't they?
Yeah, I would be all right with that, man. See him go on down somewhere else for a little while. Give somebody else a chance to do something.
So I'm guessing we're going to see the Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre match at WrestleMania. That's what they're building for there.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, we're this close, so any angle they're working is probably going to pay out at WrestleMania.
So one gentleman that is heading to WrestleMania is your good buddy Drax the Destroyer, Dave Bautista, whatever you know him as, and he had some thoughts for you recently. It's just a quick little tidbit here, like a 3-second little snippet. But you want to hear what he had to say about you?
Yeah, man, I love old Bautista.
Here we go, Bautista, about you.
I mean, I don't get it. What the hell has happened to this business? I mean, where are all the real men? What happened to the attitude?
I'm gonna go ahead and let that slide, man. He's a big dude. I'm a big fan, so we'll let him have it.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say that.
I think we found our volunteer for the guitar swinging right there.
Oh Lord. Lord help me.
Yeah, we'll like interrupt him on set of the next Guardians movie. Just come walking up in the middle of the I am so sorry to interrupt you, but I am the biggest fan. Can you? How the hell did y'all even get in here?
We'll have to aggravate him a little bit first, huh?
We'll wait till he's in a guitar shop, and then we'll come in and piss him off.
Get him good and riled up, man.
Catch him at the doo-wop shop.
Like Jose Canseco with that guitar.
And so we was going to touch on some of our top heels of all time today, but, well, the show ran long, and I guess we'll have to pick that up on another show, brother. We're already at 30 minutes, unless you want to keep on running with it. But I think we should give that like a proper segment and really do that some justice on another show.
Yeah, I'm with you. That does deserve some justice, brother.
That sure does, brother. So, now that we've kind of touched on everything one little tidbit of AEW news before we get out of here. One little note. Brandy Rhodes on her in-ring plans for AEW. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did hear something about that. She's planning on getting in the ring.
Yeah, this is from 411mania.com, and she says, well, people joke that women can't multitask and function on many levels and many channels. That's very true of me. I'm best when I'm very busy and I have a lot to do, so I don't think there'll be any problem at all for me doing both, wrestling and my work as CEO.
Yeah, that's awesome, man, but she's almost accusing everybody being sexist. I don't know, man. I think women can do anything men can do and probably could do it better, but kudos to her, man. I'll be pulling for her, and hopefully we'll see her in the ring.
Yeah, well said, dude. I mean, I think a lot of these women in the ring have shown that women can do what men can do and oftentimes do it better, brother. And, both of them, women and men, both bring their own unique attributes to the ring, and there's definitely a place for both of them in this business, Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the ladies, man. And, it's sad that she's even got to say something like that because I know there is people out there like that. I'm just glad I'm not one.
I'm glad you're not either. So I guess having said all that, brother, we'll go ahead and hop out for today. Clyde, do you want to put a bow on today's show?
Yeah, everybody listened. If you liked us, let us know. If you didn't, hit us with that King Kong Bundy splash for the 5 count, and we're going to get this shared and get it out there on our Facebook affiliate pages, the Bliss Army, the Becky Lynch Mob, Hitman Heart Fan Club, Kofi Kingston Club, iHeart Pro Wrestling, Carlito Caribbean Cabana, Wrestling is Our Passion, Wrestling Unleashed, All Access Indie Wrestlers, All Elite Wrestling, that's in all capitals, and WWF LJ and Maniac.
Woo! That's a mouthful, brother, and I appreciate you having that list ready for the end of the show every single day because you can't find that list anywhere else, and for having that ready, you just made my list, Clyde, so thank you very much. And if you like us out there, folks, please give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, put us over. If you don't like us, let us know. We'll do a job for you on your show. That's the way we roll right here on this podcast. And having said that, we're going to hop out, and we will catch you guys next time.